My name is Andrea Schramm. I'm a filmmaker from Germany, Berlin, and I'm here with the film 27 Steps. First time in my life I made a very personal film after the death of my father. He died in 2020 in the first Corona pandemic, in the first lockdown, very much on the beginning. And he was in the hospital when he died, and my mother and I were at home in a small two-room apartment and with no contact to the outside world. I mean, we all forgot that we couldn't visit each other. We had no contacts, and we stayed at home, and my mother took the telephone and called all the neighbors and said, "Oh, my husband died." And it was such a sad situation. And in this moment, I just put my mobile on the table and recorded all the phone calls she made. I just want to save these private moments for me. I never expected I would make a film about it. It's not just a film about me. It's a very personal film. But I did it and I thought, I'm not isolated alone. You were isolated. All millions of people were isolated. So it was just an example to show what it makes to be isolated and to mourn and to have all these pain alone in the room. And I tried to translate these feelings in a cinematic language. In my film, it's very black and white. There are no people, no movement, because there was no movement. Just a little fly, you know. It's the only movement in the film. And the birds outside. First of all, that it never should happen, that people die alone, that people mourn alone, that they are alone with so much pain. But of course, we overcome. And my mother, she's 87. I took her to Berlin and she started a new life. Even after this really difficult time, and after 62 years of marriage with my father, she started a new life, and she is strong and powerful. And maybe this is my next film. Making this film was very helpful for me to deal with this strange situation and to overcome it and to share it with people, and especially Italy. I mean, you have a strong history with this. I remember the pictures of Bergamo, and so to share and to talk with people, it's a kind of healing also. You know, first when it happened, I couldn't really deal with my emotions. It was so strange. I mean, my father died, no friends could come and be with us. My mother had to tell it on the phone that he died. I couldn't really, you know, I didn't know what's happened in that moment. And so I saved it, and in the editing room. And when we shooted the pictures, we did it later, 4 months later, I recognized what happened, and I recognized, yeah, how it was and why it was like this. And I could make a form and find a form to go further. I think the biggest problem is that, that there is no empathy. Maybe they develop a little robot with empathy, I don't know. I'm very optimistic, and I use it, and you know, I don't write anymore all these long interviews, and maybe in some years I go with a little robot to the to the scene and shooting, and you know, he remembers me if I forget something, or he carries my luggage, and so I can make films until I'm 105. That's my vision. I wish I could say it's going over, and I hope that it's, for the most people, will go over. And I just can say strongness. I mean, my mother, she's 87 and she's flirting around and she has new energy and she's strong. So if she could make it, maybe other people also could make it. I think they could make it.